Hey guys, and welcome to another Minecraft YouTube video, and well, welcome back to Survive the Night Season 2, Episode 3 now. So I am a little sick today, not majorly, but a little bit, so my commentary might not be the best. Not that it really ever is the best, but it might not be as good as usual. Um, but not much has changed here, but if you saw in the little corner of the screen there, we do have sugarcane farm. I made this in between episodes, as the rest of the stuff you'll see. I forget if I planted some stuff. I forget if I did put. Yeah, I forgot if I put this on camera. But on that little bank down there, I had a little bit of a sugarcane there, but I broke it and then moved it over there so it could be harvested better, easier. You just run down the lines holding left click and you harvest it all really quickly. And yeah, so we have new doors over there. But we'll get to that in a second. We have a second double chest here with all my plants and things as well as mob drops. And over here is just about everything else and horribly unorganized. So we go through these doors and we get to a little bedroom. I made this here, so I think in Minecraft beds should be a separate room or something about them, not just kind of thrust into a corner of the main room in a one-room house. Um, I think it looks better that way. So if you look out there, we do have a little farm there. Again, we'll get to that in a second. We're doing the inside first. If we go downstairs, we have our little downstairs area. I excavated a little more for some more cobblestone. And then if we go up here, I did move the roof up one more. That is a cross beam for this part. And I made these little corners face upwards rather than just kind of being empty because I thought it looked better all over the place. Then I fenced this area off. Again, this is the bedroom. It's a little lower. Um, Still nice and spacious though. And so now we can go look at the farm and then the sugarcane farm and then get to the meat of the episode. Um, so we have my favorite farm, the 9 by 9. It has one water source in the middle, and you light up all four corners, which I actually forgot to do there. But if you light up all four corners, then it gets all the light it needs, all the light it needs, and everything is hydrated because water goes in a hydrates everything in a 4 block radius, which it includes diagonals. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the corner, and if you go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in any direction, you will reach the edge of the farm, and everything will be hydrated. Um, so what this means is that you can have 80 pieces of farmland for every one piece of water. Um, and you can just make this as many times as you want. You just move it over. What I like about this room though is that 80 is a very nice number. It can be divided several different ways. I would divide it into four corners or four quarters. We have one part wheat, a very small part because I don't use wheat as much. I use it more for breeding and such. Um, then bread, and then we have carrots over here that go here. So 80 divided by 4 is 5 by 4, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and then same over here with the wheat, and then over here is just potatoes, starting there, and all the way around here is just potatoes. Um, so that'll be my main food source is the potatoes, um, and so that's kind of what I did over the break. I cut back the forest a little bit. I did do a little bit of exploring, but not too much. I did find a couple caves, which will be the topic of this video, and that will be mining. So I'm going to take down what sugarcane I can harvest from here. Also, their squids really love this place now. Hardly ever saw one before, but suddenly they just really love the area. And I did put gravel down here. It looks nice, and it keeps you from having to go diving deep into the water to actually get stuff. I do need to go over there, so I will need to get more gravel. Um, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to harvest up this, and I did do it around there too. So you can just kind of look down and see if there's any drops in the water, and yes, there are. Yep, there we go. And we go in here, and there we go. And, gotta make sure my hotkeys are in order. Probably should have done that before. But occasionally, when I go between versions, which is actually quite common, um, it puts all my hotkeys. Well, it doesn't actually put all my hotkeys back, but it turns auto jump back to on, which I really don't like. I prefer to jump on my own. And then also, what should we call it? Uh, it switches my swap keys to F, which is what my sprint key is set to. Yeah. I'm eating the steak there more for the saturation than for the actual food, and I have an abundance, so that's not really a big worry. And, lots of sheep here, so if I do need to get some mutton, I can. I could probably start up a farm of them, but generally people don't farm sheep because really all they give you is wool, which isn't bad, um, or bad, as I should say. Um, a little bit of a pun there. But basically, um, they don't give much. They give food, they give wool. But other than that, there's nothing. And I mean, those aren't small things, of course. But you can easily get that with hunting spiders and a farm, or just a mob farm and a farm. I mean, yes, it's kind of a two-in-one kind of thing, but you don't really use wool as much as anything else. And I do say mobs because spiders drop string, 4 string makes wool. And yeah, so we're going to go down the village as I just have. We're going to try and get a map from this guy. Um, do it once, back up. Wait a few seconds. Nope, still on that. Okay, give him that, and if he doesn't like that, then, okay, well, thanks. But that brings us to the topic of this episode, because his next trade is a compass, and, compass, I do have the iron, but I don't have the redstone. I've never gone deep enough for that. Also, I've done some achievements between episodes. I've got a time to strike. I haven't gotten Monster Hunter or Cow Tipper, but I've just done a few of the achievements I missed because right at the start, well, I did open my inventory, but I never um, collected wood until after I had made the crafting table, so I didn't make that for a long time, so I missed out on all that progress through the achievements, but I did make that, I did do that. I did make a better pickaxe twice, um, and then, yeah, I'm not, probably not going to do that. I've done that, that was actually last episode, I don't know if I showcased it, but I did acquire hardware, and hopefully we can get diamonds this episode, which will be very nice to get. Anyways, I do have a mining location. I have some wood, some coal. I'm gonna move these emeralds back to the house. If you guys know of any use for emeralds, please just tell me. Um, and that wood that I just ran on that little bit, the 3 wide one is what the village spawns with, but the little like skinny offshoot is what I made just so I could run without swimming or running the longer way. It's just a bit of a shorter way to get back and forth. Um, so the sun is setting, or setting, but we don't really care about that too much, seeing as we're going to be underground for most of this. And gonna put that up, gonna put that up. Nice to have all of this. We do have a water bucket in case the worst happens, and there's lava down there. Gonna keep it there. We did actually get a bow drop from a skeleton between episodes. So wait, let me see. Can I make any more arrows? Flint, a few feathers. I can make like 12 arrows. Not too shabby. Uh, and the cave that I found is not actually too far from here, so that's not a problem either. We're starting off with 62 torches, a pretty respectable number. And it's actually not that lava cave that you may have seen, though it might even be the same cave system, and I'll probably explore that later. But I wanted to do like the first bit of mining on camera. Um, probably gonna be more than a few cuts in this episode, because mining can be rather boring. In the meantime, I'm just going to try and keep up the commentary, even if I do plan on making a cut just in case. It's around here somewhere. And yes, there is a plains over here that is very nice. Where is that? There it is. And some iron to stop by on the way here. I'm going to keep the bow a little farther out. Probably switch around like that. Yeah, so we have now entered the cave, so the night does not matter. And yes, I realize there are torches here. I did explore this because I was actually looking for gravel. That little bit on the surface you probably saw a while back near that pond. It was in the plains, and I got that gravel. Wasn't enough for what I needed, so I went back, found another source, which is actually down in this mine. I figured that going underground was actually better and easier than going a long way over the surface trying to find some gravel. And I found some gravel right here. I actually don't know if I got this one because I was actually going down and exploring the cave. Again, this is what the heck? Creepy demonic witch, I guess. Gonna light that up and hope that nothing goes down there. Sheesh, it's creepy. I mean, not all that creepy, but, considering the fact that I haven't heard the sound effect before, it's very unsettling when you're just minding your own business and um, right on time. Um, yeah, so basically what I've got going is we're going to be mining this episode. I'm getting some coal to start off with. You always need coal if you're going mining. I mean, granted, we do have like a stack at the base, but I want to keep that there for cooking. And I don't want to squander it all on torches because, torches are quite intensive, or quite coal intensive, being that you get 4 for every 1, which is quite a lot, but you use so many torches that you just burn through coal. An intentional pun there. But we have 47, that's a pretty good number. Actually, kind of, funnily enough, the exact same number that we have of wood. I'm not going to be turning that all into torches, I hope. We're going to be turning at least some of it. This is the gravel that I mined and found, and if you go over here, you do see, indeed, a place to get down. This is where I'm going to start my journey. No, I did not bring a shovel. Probably should have. I can make one, but it's, probably not vital. I'm going to use the cobblestone to build bridges and such because it's a fairly common resource. And I have to get really used to this because I'm used to like being started and just like wham everywhere, but that doesn't work anymore. I mean, it used to, of course, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. I mean, I probably still would do it, just out of fright. Not getting, skeleton is getting worrisomely close. And, oh, yeesh. Takes 4 hits to kill a zombie. I think it takes 3 critical hits, if critical hits are even still in this. And that's why I like shields so much. The damage reduction is quite nice, and yeah, that would explain why there are so many skeletons here. Just gonna try and start a fight between some of them. One of the few mobs that you can actually get to start a fight with each other. Run in, light the place up. Go. I'm probably gonna turn this into a grinder at some point because arrows are very nice. Go. Again, trying to start fights with them so that they fight amongst each other, and it does degrade the shield durability quite severely. Apparently, when the arrow is bounced back, they can do damage. I probably look like a porcupine. Actually, no, I blocked most of it with my shield. Cool. Let's see what we got. I was hoping for a saddle, honestly. Throw that in there. Because saddles are pretty fun. I mean, granted, the other stuff isn't bad, except for the rotten flesh. But, not really bad, but I did see some horses in those plains. I don't know if you saw them too, but the plains that this cave is in, yes, there are indeed horses, and horses can be tamed, ridden with a saddle. Yeah. Again, sorry for snuffling, I am a bit sick. Abandoned mine shaft. Amazing. So I'm probably going to go until I hit, I mean, if I find diamonds, then yeah, but otherwise I'm just going to go until I hit redstone. And, again, I'll keep, if there is a long period of boringness, I will attempt to cut it out. Boringness being not finding any new ores, not finding any new mobs, not finding any new spawn rooms, especially. I have no idea how that even happened, but I welcome it. I mean, I'm not complaining. definitely not going to hear me complaining about two spawners very close to each other at that. I get no idea. I don't know, I'm really even trying to shift. That only works on players. But what I'm doing now is I'm trying to get above the level of whatever's in here. I think there should do it. I mean, that's at the level. What? Oh, they can hit me through that, I guess. So I'm probably going to make like a 1x1 or a 1x2 doorway somewhere. Little thing like this. I mean, doing this can be quite risky. Gonna have to barge in there, stop their spawning. That is quite a lot of spiders, and I was getting worried about string for a while. I thought this was gonna be a zombie spawner from, the zombies spawning over there, but I am in a bind in my own shaft. I was expecting any spawner that I found to be a cave spider one, which is why I was so hesitant, but incredibly enough, I think they're stuck up there. Kind of funny, to be honest. Horse armor, pretty. Redstone is also nice, but I would have preferred the ore. Don't really need much of this stuff. Another bow to combine. 182. So this is kind of thing. Minecraft can't add if you didn't know, because 159 plus 4 should be 163, but it gives me 182. There's a small bonus for combining things, and that is the bonus. Not sure if it's the same every time, but I know there is at least one bonus. Again, not really much of that stuff is wanted, because it's mainly just stuff that I can get anywhere else. But the horse armor and the name tags are very nice. Very nice finds indeed there. I don't even need to light that way because of the lava. This is interesting. Lots of water and abandoned mine shaft lapis lazuli, which in 1.8 became useful. I know that much at the very least. So for those of you who don't know, the use of lapis lazuli in 1.8, or the use that it came to have in 1.8, was that of enchanting. You now require lapis to enchant. So if you do ever get, if you've ever seen a enchanting GUI, graphic user interface, is what that stands for. Then it has 3 levels of enchantment. A lower level for that requires less levels to use. A middle level that requires a middle amount of levels to use, and then technically the highest one is the lowest, and the lowest is the highest on the GUI. So you have the low level, the middle level, the high level, and there's just 3 of them. For the low level, you need 1. For the middle level, you need 2, and for the high level, you require 3 lapis in addition to the levels that you already used, as well as changing. There we go. Thank you, Web, for that. Again, shield coming in clutch, blocking every last bit of damage from that creeper explosion, even though it was point-blank range. Maybe just a little bit OP, but I'm not really going to complain if I can survive creeper blasts. Which, for those of you who didn't know, I don't know if they changed it in this version, but up until if they changed it in this version, up until 1.11, a creeper explosion at point-blank range could kill a person in full iron armor, at full health. So yeah, not very nice when a creeper does that to you. But sword blocking was able to counteract that if you have the reflexes from the hissing, which requires a 1.5 second reflex from the hissing. Of course, if you're in combat, then that's can't really do that, so you just kind of have to time it as best you can and hope for the best. Now, ran out of torches here. Gonna make a whole new stack. I'm gonna throw out that, which I don't need. I did find melon seeds though, which I'm kind of excited about. They're not the best food source, but they're pretty good. And glistening melon, or glistering melons, I forget which one. I think it's glistening. Those are required for healing potions. So if you do ever want to get into brewing, you gotta have the glistening melons. And for those, you need one melon surrounded with gold nuggets, so it's not terribly expensive, but of course for a piece of food it is kind of expensive. I don't believe you can actually consume them on their own, but if brewed with into an awkward potion, then they do become the healing potion, which is very nice. Kind of get out of that cave, out of the thing. I'm gonna try for this. Got the pearl. That is quite nice. Gonna throw away the axe. Don't really need it until I need it in like a couple seconds, of course. So we do have this nice little area. Just a standard cave here. Can I make the jump? I can. Cool. The real task is in the beginning. Is going to be getting out of this cave, which hardly very easy. Oh, interesting. Again, I do apologize for the snuffling, but I am a bit sick. I just really wanted to get this video out for you guys. In the meantime, we don't really want to go up, so I'm going to go back to that cave. This really wasn't too much stuff. And the reason why I was digging up like that is so that I wouldn't actually trigger the water. I would have if that had been a pond, but luckily it was just a flowing water source, and those flow very specific ways. And if they're already flowing one way, then it's very hard to change their course. That is more than one skeleton. There is some friendly fire going on there, which is very helpful. Oh, I mean, that's helpful enough. I'm gonna sit here and regen for a few seconds. I do not intend to die to a couple skeletons, but luckily regeneration in this version of Minecraft is quite good. My armor's durability is rapidly decreasing, but being that it saved my life, I'm okay with that. So I might honestly have to drop down into that cave. Well, not actually drop down, but go down safely with a staircase to get to what I am looking for, which is, I mean, I do have some redstone, but I do want more. And going deeper is really the way to find that. If you can't find something, just go deeper. Again, all durability is getting pretty destroyed here. Because, just the on and on, like if you look at that, chestplate leggings still good, helmet is especially low, and so is my, well, my pickaxe for one, but I do have an additional one. And my shield as well is getting quite damaged. Now I think we can just go down into this. Maybe a tad bit difficult, but well, difficult not in the going down, but in the reception when you're down there, because some caves lead into unexpected open areas. And shields don't work if they're not actually activated. Yeah. So, not much that way. Which is kind of good, kind of bad. I do want to find some stuff before I end this episode. could go deeper, but I don't want to go deeper without exploring the other ways as well, so that I don't get dropped down on some lapis lazuli there and there. Um, so yes, lapis lazuli no more. Ah, there we go. So with that, if you ever find just one ore, it's very much worth it to go digging in the blocks around it just to make sure, especially with things like lapis. You know, they're more valuable and rare to find. So, I mean, with iron and coal, you don't really need to worry much about it. Um, but with other things, wow, creeper party. With other ores, it can be very much a different story. Because, I mean, of course, valuable ores are valuable. They take time to find. They're not easy to find. You have to go quite deep to find them. And, I mean, especially with diamonds, you have to get very deep. We're still at, like, y equals 31. Going down to the bottom of that cave might take us down to diamond depth. So yeah, I'm quite eager to go down there. Of course, there are a lot of creepers there. I don't have too many arrows. Actually, no, I have 29 arrows, which is rather nice. So, go one down. I mean, one is better than none. Break those, then nothing gets up to me. Again, there are lots of creepers in this place. There's another one down there, I know it. Yeah, well, gonna snack up, block up, light up, sort up. So let's go, creepers. 4 of you. There we go. So some casualties there. There we go. That one was spaced out enough so it wouldn't do damage to the already dropped loot. A redstone and a skeleton and a zombie, which I did not foresee. More zombies. Maybe that one was already damaged or something. Oh, no, you don't. Nope, nope, no, that lava is not for me. Well, it will be once water is over it. But again, this is one of the reasons why I bring the water, to save me from lava. Also, the Ender Pearl is very good for that as well, of course, being that it allows you to teleport when thrown. It teleports you to wherever it lands. Very useful when in lava or somewhere. However, if you are riding a horse, be warned that it does not teleport the horse or whatever mount you may be riding. Yeah, so just be careful, but I'm pretty safe. Of course, not totally safe. Anything can happen. I can misthrow the Ender Pearl into lava, which, funnily enough, I haven't done yet, but is quite common. Well, I say quite common. You know, when you consider the amount of players there are, it happens quite often. But as far as the commonness in relation to the amount of players, it is not very common. Let's see. That's where that is. And we do have some more redstone. Oh, this was lava at one point. Lapis lazuli there. We do. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Is this... That's 4 diamonds. Can we make this at least 5? Yes, it's 6. Oh, yes. Potentially more. Don't want to hope for too much, but again, I am digging out all around it. I want to know exactly how many diamonds there are for one, but also I don't want any of them to fall into lava. Just gotta dig around the diamonds to find that out. It would appear that no lava is below, but what about above? I want to be able to see every last block surrounding this lava, or surrounding these diamonds. Because, I mean, you can see there's lava literally right there, so there's a chance, however small, that there might be. But it looks like diamonds. And with these diamonds, I actually have enough throw out all that stuff, get out this, and I can make myself a diamond pickaxe right away. Mine up the obsidian that's already present. Don't make the diamond hoe, because that would be sad. Um, and then get to mining some of this obsidian, go back up to the surface, use one of my books to make an enchantment table, and you know what? I'd say that's a pretty darn good episode for progress. Um, Probably just gonna cut to when all of this is broken, so see you guys then. And here we are, guys, back with the surface. It did take me a little while to make it out of the from the surface, but as you can see, there are quite a few mobs now because it just turned to daytime. I actually just cut it back to the surface. Took very just a ton of wrong turns, to say the least. Um, but yes, we did find diamonds. I mined up 14 obsidian. You might be asking, well, why did you get 14 rather than just the 4 you needed for the enchantment table? Well, the answer to that is, well, you also require obsidian for the nether portal. Yeah, so that's some new coding. I don't know if it's quite new, but mobs will seek shade if they do burn in the daytime. Uh, yeah. Again, so that skeleton saw he was about to die quickly. Well, first he ran around in circles, then he went into the water. Um, yeah, I didn't want to hit him for a while because I would have just hit him into the water. I wanted to wait until he took cover in the water, which I'd actually forgotten about. But I was just waiting for him to burn up because to engage in that and risk taking a bunch of damage, armor damage is, it can be quite a lot. I mean, the shield takes literally 1 iron to make, so that's not really a big deal. The rest of the pieces of armor are, of course, quite a big deal. So now we can, we can stock up all of these different blocks and resources. Um, put in the 2 name tags and that music disc. We can put those up. Put in one of you. Um, you. Sorry, this is taking a while, guys. So we have that there. Probably put it there. Not there yet. That area is for the potatoes. More leather. I really only killed the cow for the achievement rather than anything else. I can make my own bow now. Probably don't want to because this one has a respectable amount of durability. If I go anywhere for a very long time, I will. But anyways, enough just shooting around the subject. Let's actually go and make it. The enchantment table now. This will require more than just what we have right now because lots and lots of bookshelves. But there we go. Enchanter. There's another achievement that you can get, but for like a level 30 enchant, I'm just gonna make it right there. Surround it with torches. And then eventually we're going to make this bunch of bookshelves around it. Let's just put a level 1 enchant on my sword. Let's see what we can get. I only want to do level 1s. I do have like a ton. I do have quite a few levels, so I don't want to just waste them all right now until I get that. Let's see, what can we get? If we can get sharpness, I'll take it. And breaking 1. Let's take off my armor. Let's see if we can actually use my shield for this. Are there shield enchantments? No, there are not. Let's see. Prot 1, sure. I say that's worth it. Let's try the sword again. Sharpness 1, there we go. Projectile protection. Feather falling is amazing. Feather falling 2 at that, well. Probably actually get some projectile protection. Just because it's very useful. But now we have enchantments, which is very nice. Now, granted, these aren't like stellar enchantments. They could get much better. But I mean, these are pretty good, having just gotten enchants and using up like 7 levels. But anyways, I'm going to end the episode here. It's been running for quite a long time, even with what I've cut out. So, yeah, with that, actually, almost forgot one of the most important things, and really the main reason we went right now. Um, See, originally I was going to do some exploring on this episode, but that cartographer, he really wanted this compass, so I'm gonna take this compass to him, see what it unlocks, and let's hope that he has something that we can take, maybe a desert temple, probably not an ocean monument, don't know if there's even any deep ocean near here, um, but let's see if we can find something. I don't know if there's desert near here either, so it'll probably be like a stronghold, hopefully. That would be amazing. That would help us a lot, even though we can't really do too much with it right now. On the account of we haven't been to the Nether, and really haven't done much. Compass for 1 emerald, kind of a ripoff, but it should generate new trades for him. Um, yes, I do believe that that is the um, map that he gives. Now, it is quite expensive. In fact, it's very expensive. Um, but if we can find some good loot, then that'll be totally worth it. Um, anyways, again, I'll do the outro at the house, intro at the house next time. Um, yeah, so this has been a mining episode. I know it's not the most fun thing, but I mean, two spawners within like 50 blocks, I think. Kind of hard to keep track underground. But two spawners that close together is quite insane, to be honest. Um, Again, sorry for the stuffiness. Hopefully that'll go away by next week. I certainly hope so. Um, but yeah, next week we'll probably have some more food. But I didn't really come up for the lack of food. I have this not really a policy, but there's kind of a general rule that if I have something that I very much value, um, like I find diamonds underground or something other that's very special, like a saddle even, um, then my general rule is just to go up as soon as possible, stash it, and then, if it's like right in the middle of the video, to go back. And generally, if I am planning to play more, I go back, even if I'm not recording. But again, this has been Enchantment. Book still follows you around, and then if you get far enough away, it closes up. Um, there are no enchantment particles right now. Those will only come with the bookshelves, I do believe, unless I just have my particles turned off, which I might. Anyways, that's enough stalling the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next time, I probably won't do as much in between episodes. We'll probably just do a nice exploration episode. Again, I'll keep up the farms, get the map, probably trade with the other cartographer, get him some, try to get him to the map and see which one's cheaper. And yeah. So, anyways, that'll be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more. Again, I'm keeping this once a week, either on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Uh, yeah. So, without that, I hope you have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.